This is what Marega had to say on his Instagram after the game. I'd like to tell those idiots that came to the stadium to shout racist abuse, go expletive yourself. I also want to congratulate the referee for not protecting me and showing me a yellow card because I'm defending my skin colour. I hope I never meet him again on a football pitch. You're a disgrace. Meanwhile, Shaka, the Porto coach, came out and said, what happened here is unfortunate. We are completely indignant with what happened. I know the passion that exists for Victoria, and I think that most of the fans do not see themselves as having the same attitude of some people who insulted Moussa since the warm-up. This is hard to watch, Shaq.
It was, and we have to keep reminding ourselves that we're talking about this in 2020. And again, for all that we've seen in football over the last few years, for all the discussion that's gone on, for all the protocols that's been put in place, you still have a referee that is not protecting the players. And as a result, players are having to take matters into their own hands and walk off the fields. And that goes against every grain in every professional's body. But when you get to that point and you feel that referees aren't protecting you, the clubs aren't doing enough, the FAs aren't doing enough, UEFA still somehow far too silent, you're left with no other recourse but to make a statement. And the loudest statement a player in that circumstance can send is simply to walk off and put everybody in a position of having to make a decision and having to defend their inaction.
Is it too idealistic of me to think, right, if a teammate of mine is getting this abuse and he wants to walk off, I'm going to join him, I'm going to walk off with him?
I was just thinking that there as Shaq was talking. I thought, instead of trying to stop him coming off, just to a man, get yourself off the field with your coach and make a stance. This is what we're dealing with again. It's not, obviously, there's several countries, many countries where it's happening. Some are trying to deal with it more than others, it appears. But here you have individuals who turn up at a game and one, think it's okay to racially abuse people still, and two, think it's okay to rip chairs out and throw them from 70, 80, 100 feet on top of players' heads. That's the kind of individuals you're dealing with at these games. And until those people are stamped out, it's not going to stop, because what you've got to understand is these people don't think straight. Clearly, you're not thinking straight if you're going to a game and your actions are what we saw there. You're not a sane individual. However, that being said, for the player, he clearly was very, very upset about it, and I'm not surprised.
Probably the best thing for the team was for him to come off, because you're at that point. But to your question, Dan, Carlo Ancelotti, as manager of Napoli, said that, listen, if one of our players is getting racially abused, I'm telling my entire team to walk off. This is in the height of everything that was going on in Italian football. And he says, I'm telling my team to walk off. I'm taking the decision out to you. I'm not leaving it down to the individual. I'm telling and now that is what players want to hear, that managers are going to support them in that way. And you talk about great managers and great man managers, that is a big part of it. When you feel that the manager will go to war for you, you will go to war for the manager.
And don't forget, Porto are in a very tight title race with Benfica. So that would also make another stance to say, we don't care if you give us the 3 points or deduct us the 3 points from this title race, because this is bigger than that. So we're going. And then we'll deal with it later. And I think that would make a big stance. But clearly, this is something, in the way it's been handled, we're going to see this again. Absolutely, 100%. We're going to see it again.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.